You're tuned into All2 Real 2. Be sure to subscribe, download, share the show with a friend, and stop by all2real2.com for our social links, Patreon, and TeePublic store info.
Hi, I'm Chris.
And I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Fergal.
And we're from Movie Smash.
Comic book movies are having a golden age right now with the MCU.
Movies based on comics aren't necessarily a new thing, but they're a big thing.
Join us every other Tuesday on Movie Smash.
We explore these movies and find some hidden gems.
Every other week, we revisit some of the best.
And some of the worst movies based on comics or graphic novels.
Was Green Lantern as bad as you remember?
Heck no!
Is Time Cop the most accurate time travel movie ever created?
Absolutely.
Was Mystery Men way ahead of its time?
Should they be revisited? Should they be forgotten?
Join us on Movie Smash and find out. Listen wherever you find your fine podcasts.
Okay, everybody, welcome to the latest episode of All2 Real 2. My name is Michael E. Cullen II, and with me, as always, is...
Sesame. Okay, how do I gotta choose my words carefully here. So I think personally, this is my personal opinion, I think war causes trauma, obviously, and I think war trauma produces very absurd, odd senses of humor afterwards as a way of like coping, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think of German humor, for example, very, very specific. Like, you know, if you love it, you love it. There's no in between. You either love it or you hate it. It's one of those things. So Germany, for World War II, that was very traumatic for everyone involved.
Or even British humor after that time, that led to like Monty Python and stuff. Yeah.
Monty Python, of course, they were bombed by the Nazis as well. German obviously went through its own trauma. The people who did not like the Nazi regime were still stuck in Germany. And so they had to live under that for 15 years, something like that. Japan, obviously, with the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And I think that led into, because me personally, I cannot imagine Imperial Japan having this type of humor. I just can't. Maybe it did, but I don't see it happening. I don't see that being a real thing. And so I think the war broke Japan in a lot of ways, which is fine. It is what it is. But because the movies and shows that come out of that country, I love it because that's my thing. I mean, that speaks to my heart right there. But I think a lot of people don't get it. I don't get it necessarily, but I get it, but I don't get it at the same time. That makes any sense. I get it inwardly in my heart. I understand.
Well, it's like anime. I don't get anime necessarily.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I understand in my heart why the thing I'm watching is cool, but I can't actually explain what it actually is, what it means, if it means anything at all, if there's a story or not a story. But watching it, I know I get it. It's one of those things. It's like cool. No one can really explain what cool means. It's just something that's there. You either are or you're not. Anyway, so the movie, the Executive Koala. There you go. It's a great example of this.
This is the longest middle name I think you've ever had.
Oh, and Carter. That's right. Sorry. Sorry, I forgot about that part.
It's a 5-paragraph middle name.
My 5-paragraph middle name. Yeah,
yes.
Exactly. Do I still sound all right?
Yeah, you sound fine.
I sound fine? All right, good.
Yeah. So, folks, today we're covering a movie called Executive Koala.
Yep.
Which came out in 2005.
Great year. Good
it's
year.
A nice...
For me, it was a good year.
A nice 125-minute movie.
Yeah. No, it wasn't 125. It was only...
an hour and 25. I always do that. I always do that because I'm looking at the numbers in order, when I'm seeing them and I go 1, 2, 5.
Right. No, it's all right. It's all good.
I'm stupid, people. I should stop podcasting.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
All right. Fine.
Yeah, we're good.
I'll keep doing it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Doing it.
So yeah, the Internet Movie Database log line for this movie,
All right, let's do it.
which has a different name in Japan. I mean, I can't pronounce it, so I'm not going to. I mean, it translates to Executive Koala. I just am not.
I've seen different pictures as well that they use for
for the cover.
The cover. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a real koala on the cover of some of them. Yeah, but I can't pronounce Japanese words well, so I'm not going to attempt it. But anyways, the log line for this movie on the Internet Movie Database is Tamura is an average divorced salary man in Japan and also a man-sized suit and tie wearing bipedal koala bear.
That's not even true though, because he like runs like his own department in the business.
Well, he's a salary man because that's what salary usually means, is that you're in.
All right.
Yeah, because like the people below him probably are hourly people.
Okay.
Salary people, yeah, because like in most businesses, like the management are salaried and the workers are hourly.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So yeah, this was directed by Minoru Kawasaki. It was written by Minoru Kawasaki and Asagos Magita. And if I butchered any of those names, you can sue me. Because you can sue me for basically anything. Doesn't mean you're going to win in court. But I'm just saying.
I mean, if you want to spend the money on suing people, I guess you can go ahead and do that. I wouldn't advise anyone to do that, but, you know.
And so the movie stars Hurricane Ryu Hurricane.
All right.
As Tamura. I think it's
Tamura is where they...
And IMDb doesn't really list a lot of the... It also stars Lee Ho. Doesn't say who Lee Ho plays. Ichi...
No.
Okay, here's what we're going to do, folks. Mike's not going to try to pronounce any of these names and just let you go to imdb.com or to any website for Executive Koala and look up the names yourself.
Yeah.
Because, as I said before, I can't speak Japanese.
You're good.
I mean, that time I took the classes to learn how to speak it. Wait, that was a dream I had. I'm sorry. I mean, it's really weird. In the dream, my classes were taught by a koala and a frog and a rabbit. It was really weird. But, yeah.
Not good.
Yeah. So, thoughts on this movie here? I mean, you kind of went into it in your middle name, but...
I did a little bit. I liked it. I mean, it was really weird. But, you know, I thought it was pretty interesting.
I liked it too. The ending's weird.
The ending's very bizarre. I don't even know. I have so many questions about this movie. I don't think it's very...
The whole movie's weird, not just the ending, but the ending...
The whole movie is... The ending is what really threw me completely at that point, where I was like, okay, is this any of this real? Is this all like in his head? It's like everything in his head, like not just other shit. Like, so
with this movie, my initial reaction after watching the whole thing, that this is basically American Psycho with a koala bear.
And like Memento a little bit too.
Yeah.
A little bit of Memento.
Yeah.
A little bit, it's like Mamba, a little bit of Memento, a little bit of American Psycho. I can't write.
All I need.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's like American Psycho with furries, and
only three though. Only three.
Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, a little bit of kind of a Brian De Palma sort of feel to it. Different, you know, you can see a lot of, you know, American filmmaking influence on it. Yeah. But it's got its own sensibility that's definitely Japanese. So, yeah. From what I've read of this director, he makes movies like this. Like a lot of his movies are just unhinged. So, yeah, I mean, that sounds, I've seen some videos about him too doing that. Now
that kind of makes sense of the other movie I wanted to review, Funky Forest, which maybe some other time I'll suggest.
Yeah.
That one's much longer in this one. I couldn't
Is that one of his?
I don't know if it's one of his, but I know actually it might be. Hold on a sec. Funky Forest movie, The First Contact. I'm not sure. What was the director's name?
The director's name is Minoru.
No, it's not.
Saki. Yeah.
It's someone else, but it kind of reminds me of Funky Forest, The First Contact. Yeah. I love this movie. It's so stupid. I fell asleep at one point. I'm not sure if I even finished. I was watching it with my friend Sean because he had that huge I still got to figure out how to access these movies because apparently they only play in certain software and they worked at the time when you had there because we put it on my DVD player and they played. Now they don't work. And he also put it in my computer and that worked. But now every time I go anywhere, it says I don't have the correct software. And it's like 50 movies per disc. And I'm like,
it's probably whatever format they were in, the software doesn't isn't updated anymore. So you got to
find something that would make it, because there's so many good movies. I mean, he had all these like 1970s like Italian horror movies with English subtitles. I mean, like like shit that like you wouldn't be like if you're like a film student, you would have access to these movies. And it's like a huge. If I can get those things to work, man. We got ourselves like at least 1,000 more episodes just from that thing alone, let alone like So
if you want us to cover all of those,
totally. There's so many
our Patreon. Just go to all2real2.com. There's a link to our Patreon page there. Help support us.
And help us find the software that allows us to make it into a thing.
Yeah, and if you pay us enough, we can just sit and watch those movies all the time and then record all the time, and I won't have to go to my regular
us watching the movie like Mystery Science 3000 style,
That'd be awesome. Anyways, Executive Koala.
Yeah, exactly. We should start doing that sometime if I can ever get a car. We should do episodes where we're like watching, we're commenting as we're watching. Well, I'm not sure because copyright reasons. I don't know if we can.
Well, we could just do the audio.
They usually like take breaks. Well, they'll skip like a scene, type of thing.
But we can do just audio on that sometime. Do an audio commentary.
True.
That you just tell people where to watch the movie, and they just press play at a certain point, and we're all synced up. We're all like Justin Timberlake. We're in sync, and
sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
I need help. So
we all do.
So what goes down in this movie here?
Executive Town. Basically, he's like, this salaried guy. He like runs his own department in like this pickle kind of business, and he's trying to make this big deal with South Koreans for kimchi.
Yeah.
And so like a big part of this movie, that's why it reminded me of Funky Forest, because like in Funky Forest, there's like something that's barely hinges the plot together, but not even always, because some of the scenes are just standalone. They don't actually have anything to do with it. But like everyone is supposed to go to the singles event at the park at the end of the week. And so like, even though none of these scenes have anything to do with each other, they're all wanting to go to the singles thing at the park by the end of the movie or whatever. This is like that version of that, where it's like simultaneously he's trying to figure out who murdered his former wife and now his girlfriend, and he's trying to make.
He doesn't know that she's murdered. He just has.
A disappearance. Yeah, a disappearance. But his girlfriend was murdered, though. The one that because the detective came and said that she killed last night, and so on top of that, he's still working really hard to do this dumb kimchi deal.
Yeah.
And so he finally, he sees a psychiatrist all throughout this. So, I know that he keeps going to these appointments. He's crying all the time. His psychiatrist is like saying, don't worry, it's not your fault. It's fine. You didn't, not a bad person or whatever. And the detective, he's out there trying to do his, detective thing or whatever. He's like, hey, who's your patient? He's like, I don't have to tell you shit, man. Oh, I like that guy. He's like, I don't have to talk to you. Like, you know, like
so yeah, and the interesting thing is that he ends up, the big boss from South Korea is like this young handsome guy.
Yeah.
So the weirdest part of this whole movie for me, he had a pet flying squirrel.
That's right. Yeah.
Who has a pet flying squirrel?
And he's like, oh, it seems like he really likes
Momo.
He's like, it seems like he really likes you or whatever. And so,
yeah,
like into him, you got this. Yeah. So he's like the owner of the kimchi business that they're trying to make this deal from. Yeah. That's just like, that's not really important, but it is at the same time. They dedicate so much of the film to this goddamn dumb kimchi deal. It has nothing to do with anything except for just very tangentially linked to, because it turns out that the guy is like this martial arts master, and he's like, I want to demonstrate my martial art, my Korean martial arts skills to you. He's like, okay. And so he's like doing like, that's a weird thing too, because like who like volunteers themselves to do like a martial arts? Like, it's one thing if someone asks me to do it, but like, I want you to come to my space so I can show off my karate skills. Well, probably not karate because it's Korean, but like, it's its own. They got their own.
Yeah, they're martial arts, whatever it is. Yeah.
And it's just like, and they're like watching them, and they're kind of like uncomfortable because like he's like super into it. And he's like smiling like a little kid, like he's like, watch me, we're like, okay. And then like even like the guy who works for the South Korean dude, he's kind of like, he's like, okay. And he's like, he goes to Koala dude. What's his name again? Tamura.
Yeah.
Tamura, he's like, I want you to hit me as hard, try to hit me as hard as you can with the stick. And he's like, no, I don't want to do that. He's like, do it. He's like, I don't want to offend you, because if I hit you, then the business deal might go away. He's like, well, if you don't try to hit me, then it's really going to go away. Or so he's like, okay. So he takes a few like haphazard swipes at him. He's not really trying. He's like, you're not doing it good enough. And then like his eyes like turn red, and he like lunges at the dude really hard, tries to hit him, and the guy was still able to stop him. And then he kind of looks at him all suspiciously, and he's like, okay, I think we're done now. Meanwhile, this whole thing, you got these women at the office that are gossiping, like making fun of him, basically. Like, oh, do you think he was ever married? Who would want to marry that? And I'm like, oh my God, you girls are like mean. Like, like mean.
The one scene before he's like accused of murder, though, they kind of say that he's cute but furry or something.
Yeah, but then one of them says, like, one of them is really, really against him. Says he's terrible. Whatever. And then they're on the clock and they're like never working, which is weird because like Japanese culture is like really, really big on like work, so it's odd that they would just be like hanging out, just talking, but it's a movie, so sorry, there's differences in, movies and real life. Obviously, we're talking about a guy, fucking Panda, who's doing a kimchi deal with the South Koreans.
Koala, not Panda. But
yeah, sorry, I don't know why I said Panda. Koala. I've been like mixing up words lately. It's fucking, I think it's or some shit. But
I mean, I'm not sure about you, but how many koalas did you work with when you had a job?
About 7.
Oh wow,
7 koalas and 1 flying squirrel, and 2 frog people, and 1 calamari. 1 calamari.
Calamari. Isn't that?
It is. I worked with the calamari, but they killed the squid, and we just worked with the meat. And, it started smelling pretty bad after a while. Had to put it on ice, but
did it talk?
No, it was just sitting there. We just put it like looking like, how you doing today, calamari? He doesn't move, doesn't do anything, and.
I'd have called them Callie.
Was it octopus or squid that calamari is from? I don't remember now.
I think it's octopus, but I'm not sure.
The reason why I thought about that because he made a movie about calamari too.
Yeah.
I just thought about that calamari movie. It was like the boxing calamari. I can't even say that word.
Yeah.
The boxing calamari. I can't spell it. No, the calamari wrestler.
Oh, okay.
It's literally so calamari is it the food or is it the animal that it's named after? I mean, yeah, is it the
I mean, I'm pretty sure that it's the food that octopus has become.
So it's not the calamari is not like an animal.
It's kind of like how pig becomes pork.
Okay.
I think it's like that, but I'm not sure.
Known for squid. It is squid. Okay.
Squid. Yeah, whatever. I
worked with not the squid. I just worked with the calamari itself.
Okay.
And we had it on ice because it was starting to smell pretty bad.
Are you pretty sure it wasn't just somebody's like lunch that they left there?
It probably was, but like that person got fired and didn't give a shit after that. We get bored at work, so like sometimes we just like turn to it and be like, "How are you doing today, Mr. Calamari?" Who that's the name we gave him. He just didn't give him a name. It's Calamari.
Yeah,
it sounds like a good name. It does. Calamari actually sounds like a cool name. Like I could see like someone being called Calamari. Like it just has like a cool like
DJ,
Tsunami's
DJ Calamari.
There you go, DJ Calamari. Someone probably already had that, but you got Tsunami. That's a great name. It sounds really cool for a terrible event. Yeah. Calamari is a food.
Well, the actor who stars in this movie is named Hurricane. So it's
you got what's the venereal disease that sounds really cool, but it's really bad. No, it's a really cool name. I can't think of it. I don't know what it is now.
Gonorrhea?
No, it's not gonorrhea. That sounds like diarrhea to me. No, there was another one that sounded really cool. I'll look it up later. I can't do it right now. But so yeah, I did work with several animals at work. One of them was just the food product of that animal. But anyway, that's not as strange as this movie.
So the weird thing about this movie too is that it's just like there's no explanation as to why he's a 6 foot tall koala. And
we just know that apparently certain beings exist like this.
And why he has a zipper on the back of his head. But anyways.
Because that's the cost. They couldn't afford anything better. It's better that way, though, honestly.
I think it was done on purpose. I could tell by the way that it's just, yeah.
This type of humor is done very intentionally on purpose. It seems like it's random, but it's not random at all.
Everything in this was done intentionally, and there's a lot of symbolism in this movie that went over my head. Some of it not, but some of it did. I mean, because I think it's very much a commentary on the corporate structure in Japan. So it's.
Oh man. But, so what else happens? I know the detective, he starts sniffing around.
So basically, his girlfriend ends up dead. He gets accused of it. There's like this. They're like I said, like you said before, they're trying to combine the kimchi and the pickle company. And but what ends up happening is there's like this. He keeps blacking out a lot, and strange things happen, and murders keep happening, which he's always accused of, basically.
Yeah,
but never arrested really for it until later.
That's where it really confuses me. That part of the movie.
Yeah.
It's so uncertain to me. I don't know what actually.
Yeah, well, that's when the movie starts to get weird. No, I'm joking. It gets weird from the first frame.
No, it's from the very first beat. Yeah.
He's basically having this crisis. He's mourning his presumed dead wife. He keeps having these memories and these flashbacks to, the happy times they had together and stuff like that. But then, we start to realize that later on that, maybe that was all implanted in his head, because we come to the conclusion that his boss, who's a rabbit, by the way.
Yeah.
He used to be the boss.
Yeah.
And told them to implant these memories in his head. And he took a lower position at the company. So because he didn't do bad things when he was working, and supposedly he was abusive to his wife, made her wear a dog collar, and eat off the floor, and all this other.
Is that true? That's this other thing too. Is that itself an implanted memory?
Was that an implanted memory, or was the life that they had together real or not? But anyways, but it is, he starts to have this. He's convinced that he did all this stuff, and he later on, his boss and his psychiatrist are murdered. But this is after, I will tell you, I really liked the creepy scenes where they had these like murders that didn't really take place, but were like in his head.
Oh yeah, but he's like kind of zooming around or like gliding.
He's like sliding.
Yeah, sliding around the room. I thought that itself was a dream, but then it became real. But I guess it was a dream.
But I think it was a dream because that's not how the psychiatrist died, for example,
right?
And different things. And then I liked how there was another one where like there's this scene where we start to, like the third one or something. He's killing this girl. And then it ends up like the actor takes off the head and he's just like walking away and there's like cut and you can see that it's all being filmed. And
that was so bizarre. Yeah.
Yeah. It like breaks the fourth wall. Like it's weird.
That was so bizarre because he wakes up from that and he's like, oh, thank God that was just a dream too.
Yeah.
Like, man, that's a wild dream right there. Like,
yeah. And like I said, there's no explanation. Like, is he a real koala or is he a guy in a koala suit? Like, what the fuck is going on?
I think he's a koala because you have the frog dude.
Yeah.
At the convenience store. Then you got this guy.
And the frog dude throughout this is like leaving messages to him.
Right. Yeah.
In his bag at the convenience store. Like the frog guy works at the convenience store. And, yeah. So he's leaving messages to both him and to, the Detective Ho or whatever his name was. And, so eventually he gets arrested for killing his boss and killing the psychiatrist, and he's sent to Alcatraz.
Yeah, what was weird because it's Alcatraz.
Plus the fact that this movie is like a contemporarily made film. I know. Yeah. I'm not nitpicking, but I'm trying to analyze this whole thing, where this movie that takes place in like 2005 or 2004 when it was probably filmed or whatever, and he's sent to a prison that's been closed for decades at that point in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone in the jail is Asian.
Yeah, which is weird.
It's just really weird. And speaking Japanese.
And also the guards, too.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so apparently, well, I mean, it's Pacific, and so Japan is off. So
maybe it's a fictional Alcatraz that is in this world that is in Japan.
That was a weird thing.
I mean, if like all the guards were alligators, then it could have been alligator Alcatraz.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
Oh God.
Yeah, it could have been that.
Oh, God.
So, like, what I didn't understand was he also
forgive me, God, for that bad joke.
I know, it's fine. It's all right. We all know. Yeah, we all know he didn't mean it. So, like, my thing was he also dreaming of being piled on by the guys because they beat him up? Yeah, was that also a dream, though?
I don't know if that was a dream or what, but he has a dream in there that he kills everybody, but then that didn't happen.
But he does get out. But the squirrel shows up.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm missing a few parts here because I remember there was a part. Oh, there was a part where the South Korean guy talks to him after the martial arts thing. They're at like a club or something.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, I just want to let you know, I was like your fiance's boyfriend before she met up with you, and she was missing, and she said that you always abused her. She wrote me a letter, said that she thought that she was going to end up killing you."
Then he had a photo of her beaten up.
And he's like, that's the reason why I went to see you, but you disappointed me for whatever reason. I'm not sure why he disappointed him. Like, I don't understand what that means.
Yeah.
And then he's like, we'll still do the business deal, but like, I have no respect for you. Basically, is what he said. I mean, like, not really those words, but that's kind of like what he was saying.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, we'll still do business, but like, I just think you're a terrible person and not even cool. Like, not even a cool, terrible person, just like a pathetic, dumb.
So that kind of like is like a commentary on the fact that, business people don't give a shit about what you do. They'll still,
they don't care.
They can make money. Well, there's also like this weird dream too that he has that's like a musical.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. When they're doing the fake trial on him. Yeah, that was bizarre.
Yeah, there's
that very much remind me of Funky Forest, by the way. Yeah. So
it's very weird and unsettling. It was just.
Yes, it is.
It's like telling this story supposedly about his life in the town he came from, where he was like this like asshole who would like beat up bullies and old ladies and shit and stuff. And it was just like
steal their lunch money,
Yeah. And so yeah, and then they're like all singing about it, and it's so creepy. But yeah,
it was a really weird. It was like went on for like 5 minutes too. And, it was really creative though.
It was creative in it, but it was unsettling. Like the whole movie is, and sometimes, especially the dream sequences.
The dream ones are because his eyes are red, glowing red, which is weird because I think there was symbolic of that too. Because the rabbit's eyes were red all the time.
Yeah,
permanent. Like not just like his eyes light up when he's about to like kill someone, or at least when he thinks he's killing someone. Whereas the rabbit is just always red all the time. So I'm not sure if that was symbolic that maybe the rabbit was kind of involved in this. Maybe he was jealous of the guy, and so then maybe he convinced him to think he killed his ex-wife or his fiance, and then convinced him to have the My whole thing about that though too is, so a psychiatrist has just willingly covered up a murder.
Yeah.
For what reason? Like, I don't think he was getting paid for it. There was no indication that he was getting like.
I'm thinking that would be against the Hippocratic Oath somewhere. I mean, I'm just saying. I
don't think you could cover up your patient's murder, or maybe he was.
There's that whole thing where it's like first do no harm. I mean, if he confessed to the murder to you, I guess you're not like obligated to tell the police that it happened, but it's encouraged that you do, because I know that. I do think actually, I mean, I know in the United States at least, psychiatrists have to tell the authorities if you're going to hurt yourself or somebody else.
No, absolutely. You confess
I don't know about it after the fact.
Yeah, they do have to tell you.
Like if I went in and confessed to a crime, they'd have to tell the police.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Well, it might depend on the crime too.
Yeah,
it might. If it's like something like shoplifting, maybe not. But like
murder, like I'm saying, yeah, I'm sure they would have to. And then there's the whole like, it's like, what about priests and stuff too? I mean, priests are.
They gotta do it too. I think.
I don't know if they do. That's the other weird thing.
Oh my God, I'll look it up later. That's crazy. They don't have to.
Yeah. I mean, they probably should have to legally, but I think maybe the church doesn't make them. I don't know. That's interesting. Mm-hmm. If you're listening to this and you're a priest, let me know.
By the way, in the Velocipaster, the character was named Frankie Mermaid.
Yeah.
He went to confess and then the priest killed him, but that's a whole other movie.
Listen to that episode, folks. Anyways, so anyways, he's in Alcatraz after this happens, after he confesses things, and he gets out of there somehow with the help of Momo or whatever, and then he had a memory from where he proposed to his girlfriend or his wife and said that, a year from now, let's come back here to this place that's like kind of like a local version of like Coney Island sort of looking like thing with a big Ferris wheel behind them. And so he ends up back there to try to meet her, but then he gets there and the kimchi guy's there.
The great name.
The kimchi guy.
The kimchi guy, the dude.
Everybody has a kimchi guy.
I wish I had a kimchi guy. That actually sounds really good right now. I can use some kimchi, some spicy version of it,
I've never had kimchi. I don't know what it tastes like.
I'm not really a big cabbage guy necessarily, but like kimchi is, it really depends.
I absolutely hate cabbage. I absolutely hate cabbage.
I do too, but it's like coleslaw. It can be made good. It's certain things you can do. Kimchi and coleslaw are one of those things that you either make it really good or you fuck it up real bad. I'm terrible.
I'm Irish, and every St. Patty's Day they'll have that corned beef cabbage and stuff, and
that shit makes me nauseous, man.
I tried it once and I wanted to kill myself. Anyway, so I
feel bad because like it's like the same thing with me, where it's like I don't like a lot of the food that actually comes from my like original like homeland, or not homeland, where my ancestors from. And it's like, but I like the foods, and I don't know, is that just something inherent, or is it because we weren't raised on those foods?
I think it's just raised, because I don't think there's any like, oh, because you're Irish, you're going to like this, or because you're German, you're like this, or whatever. I don't think there's a thing like that where in your DNA that makes you. I mean, there are certain things in certain DNA that'll make you like allergic to things and stuff, but there's nothing I don't think that'll necessarily be like, oh, because I'm part Scottish, I'm going to like haggis. It's nothing like that.
Right. That sounds disgusting. The other thing too, my mom said,
and I am part Scottish, so I don't think I would have to try.
Oh, it's fine.
But yeah.
My mom says that they used to, her grandma, not her grandmother, so my great grandmother used to make something called duck blood soup.
Oh yeah.
It's a food in Polish, and it's literally duck blood, and it's like got some sugar, some other spices mixed in, so it's it's hot, like boiling, like hot soup.
Well, there's like blood pudding too and stuff in different places.
And like I think that's disgusting. I mean, there's no offense, but I just think, and like I was reading, I mean, it is. I'm not like trying to make some weird point about it, but I was reading the Quran lately, and it talked about like your basic diets, like the Jews have like their the Jews. Jews have their the Jews have their own dietary stuff, no pork, stuff like that. The Quran's got its own version of that, which is somewhat similar, but somewhat a little bit more lax, not as strict as the Torah one. Kind of more of like halfway in between the Christian, which is just eat whatever you want, apparently, because reasons. There's no explanation of why they just decided to go like, we're not going to follow these rules anymore, despite the fact that our Savior was Jewish. And anyway, no matter. And his brother,
they did for years follow the whole like you can't eat on Fridays.
Yeah, they did for years, and his brother James, his actual physical brother James, was also very big on the idea of like let's do the Jewish customs, let's not just throw our way, so that we can convince other people to convert. Anyway, so the Quran's like says like the same thing. You can eat most things, but not flesh of swine, and then and this is carrion, blood. So basically, maybe in the Arab culture there was also a similar thing of like using the blood of something like an animal. You know what I mean? And so I don't even know why I even brought that up, but like,
I mean, we're on this. While we're on this topic, you got to think about the fact that in ancient cultures, there's always that first person who tries to eat something
and dies.
Yeah, or that person that realizes, wait, chicken tastes good. That sort of thing.
But it's got to be cooked, or otherwise I'm going to die.
That kind of thing, or the first person who's like, man, tomatoes are good, or whatever. That person that was the first person to eat something.
Yeah, but I was thinking about it too. I want to thank all of our ancestors in the world. Yeah. Basically, my question though for that is, was that ever like something like on purpose? Like, I mean, probably not originally, but I wonder if there was like okay, we're going to test the food on you this week. So you're going to eat this pepper to see if it does anything to you. Well, I guess not.
It's like, okay, today we're going to, okay.
I wonder if they did that at some point. They're like, it's like a lottery. Like, okay, oh shit, I guess I got turmeric, Mark Maron. I got turmeric. I guess I got. Oh, it's good for my inflammation.
The black pepper and activate it.
Pepper. He's like, that sounds like that doesn't make any sense. The pepper to activate it.
What's interesting? Black pepper is a fruit.
Yes, I did actually. I learned that from the Eddie Burback video. Yes. You got yeah. I didn't. Because like that's the thing that we're so used to assuming that a vegetable is based on how something tastes.
Yeah.
Because vegetables usually aren't sweet for the most part, but a lot of fruits are.
Yeah.
And so we're brought up usually making that connection between sweetness and fruit and bitterness or just blandness with vegetable. But, tomato famously is a fruit. Apparently peppercorn is, which I had no idea. And peppercorn is not a sweet thing at all. Very bitter. It's good as a garnish, but like, I don't think I would ever eat peppercorn on its own. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
no. But anyways, back to
This movie. Sorry, that reminded me though that food, because at one point when the detectives when they first interview him, they ask him if he'd like a cutlet bowl or something, which I'm not even sure what that is. Like salad? Is that what he meant or something?
Yeah, I think they gave him something and it was just like a couple things in a bowl. Like, I don't know what the heck it was. Like
expert on some memory, I think. So I don't know if that was anything. So here's the question I have, because I get really confused now from the movie. So when he gets out, both the South Korean kimchi dude and his was it Yukari?
Yeah.
And then it turns out that she also was his current girlfriend, Yoko, that was murdered, and he didn't know because she was wearing a wig. What? I mean, what? Like,
and then some people I've read in some reviews are kind of saying that she was reincarnated as the other person. It wasn't.
No, it's possible because they're the same age, pretty much. No, she didn't say that at all either. She just said, and so they get into this huge fight. And this is the reason why I don't understand if any of this stuff was real or if he actually did kill or did abuse her.
Yeah.
Because, so they have this huge fight. They try to kill him. The detective shows up.
Yeah, because we find out that the people that actually killed the psychiatrist and his rabbit boss were his ex-wife and his and the South Korean dude.
The kimchi. Yeah. And so that makes me wonder, were they the ones killing all these people the whole time?
Yeah.
And then blaming it on him by giving him these false memories. And the reason why I wonder this is because the detective guy, he like catches the bullet for the dude. He dies. He's like, you didn't kill him. These people did or whatever. And he dies or whatever. And so they get into this huge fight. He like breaks the woman's neck really bad, but she brings herself back to life because apparently she learned this ancient martial art
resuscitation.
Even though he completely snapped her neck, there's no way.
But there's also we also learned prior to that her ancestors were Australian people who killed a bunch of koalas.
So that's what I'm starting to wonder. So was this like some weird, like, does she intentionally date him? It's like this weird thing, like.
But I think it was implying that she intentionally dated him so that she could like take down the koala or something.
That's what I'm starting to wonder, like almost like, my people have been killing you this whole time. Now I'm gonna be the one. But then he has this. Now somehow he has this weird knowledge, like burst that he just knows.
Yeah,
I guess that this. My Australia, but she looked like she was Asian, so maybe she was like African or something like that. So.
But I mean, maybe her ancestors in her line somewhere were Australian.
So the whole thing is revenge. And so my question is now, it could be a double thing. So does she date him as like almost like a sick way of like, yeah, like I used to kill your people and now I'm dating you, but you don't know that, so it's like gets her off. But then at the same time, was he actually really abusing her because he knew that she came from that group of people?
Because that kind of was like what he basically used as the excuse as to why he beat her was because of that.
That's what I'm saying. So it could go either way, right? I don't know. But I'm kind of leaning towards her just being weird because it does seem kind of like odd that she would just randomly date a koala, knowing that her people did this and like never just like talked about it or apologized in any way, or just like, hey, by the way, my family used to kill like you guys in the thousands. Want to go out to dinner? So it's like, what?
Well, it's like, I mean,
I'm not saying that you should be held responsible for like other people's actions, but like it should be a conversation at some point.
My ex used to date me because her ancestors used to kill people with blue eyes, and I have blue eyes, so that's why. No, I'm joking.
There you go. And so they get this huge fight. He kills both of them like 8 times. They keep resuscitating. And eventually they all just get exhausted and just pass out because they just can't fight anymore. Yeah. And they all wake up, including the detective. None of them died, apparently.
And he doesn't have any anything like that. And then they're watching the sunrise, and it's just like, what the fuck?
It's just
and he asks her to marry him again.
He's like, you wanted to give this another shot? And she's like, I guess. What?
It's like the weirdest
fuck is this?
And then that's how it ends.
That's how they both they look at this thing, like they like salute it. They don't salute it.
Yeah.
But like it's kind of like the dawn of a new day type thing. And then like the frog dude shows up and they have like a little silhouette of him like winking or something like that. I don't remember if he was winking, but something like that. I'm like, okay, so was the frog dude in on this too? Like sending him the messages? What's going on? And then the other thing, I think you had to watch the credits because there was stuff in the credits that weren't in the movie that I think you had to watch the credits because technically they were part of the movie. So if you skip the credits, then there's things now that because at one point he was fighting the rabbits or the rabbit was like fighting him or something like that at one point. Like beating them up real bad.
I didn't really pay attention to the credits, so I don't know. You probably
there's like little film like stills, like they weren't like, but like there's things that were going on in the movie that didn't actually happen in the movie. Yeah. And so I wonder, just this movie is like extremely meta. I'm wondering if they did that in there too. Like you have to watch the credits because if you don't, you're missing parts of the movie, even though it's technically the credits. Not even a post-credit scene either. It's just the credits. Yeah. And anyway. Interesting movie. Will I watch it again? Maybe not tonight, that's for sure. But maybe sometime in the future. I don't know.
I mean, it was. I mean, this. I didn't know where to place this in our series of episodes that we do because we usually kind of like have a overall way to categorize our episodes. And I created a new one just for this episode this movie. It's All2 what the fuck. Just WTF. Yeah, All2 WTF in honor of Mark Maron. Anyway, so the joke. It's but anyways, anything else you want to say about this movie?
No. No, I'm good.
So folks, if you enjoyed this episode, please go to all2real2.com. Make sure you subscribe to the show wherever you're listening to us. Share the show with your friends. At all2real.com, you can check out our Patreon, our TeePublic. You can buy some merch. Share the show with your friends. Just any koala bear you see walking down the street, just tell them, hey, listen to All2 Real 2. You can find them at all2real2.com. Just say that exactly like that, and then murder them. No, I'm joking. Only if they're a koala, a bipedal koala. Walking around in a business suit. I mean, don't trust them. Anyways.
I trust them. Yeah, anyway. Yeah.
Anyways, they'd be cuddly, I think. I'd trust them. So if you
my face ripped off, but
I know koalas are kind of vicious actually. So,
they are. They can be, it depends.
Yeah. But folks, just be different. Be yourself. Remember that trans lives are human lives. No human is illegal. Fuck ICE. Free Palestine. And just know that I love you. I love koalas.
I think I do too. Yeah.
And Sesame loves you.
It's true.
And until next time.
Bye-bye. Thanks for listening to All2 Real 2 podcast, a Cullen Park production. Produced and edited by Michael E. Cullen II. Music by Matthew Hawes. Subscribe and share the show. Visit us at cullenpark.com.
This episode is brought to you by ChatGPT. Hey, it's Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast. Have you guys heard about ChatGPT work? It's the new way to use ChatGPT for bigger multi-step projects. And when you need more than just answers, give ChatGPT work access to your apps and files, and it can create real work documents like spreadsheets, slides, and structured reports. Get started at chatgpt.com by selecting work mode, available on Plus and Pro plans.
I see you.
Avatar: Fire and Ash is now streaming on Disney+. It's the film critics are calling the best Avatar yet.
Yeah! Go, 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 go!
A true epic and completely jaw-dropping.
This is the only pure thing in this world.
Return to Pandora on Disney+.
It will be an adventure for the whole family.
And watch the Oscar-winning phenomenon at home.
This is sick!
Avatar: Fire and Ash, now streaming on Disney+. Rated PG-13.
At ZocDoc, we know being a healthy adult is like living in a video game. Every day has side quests, taxes, laundry, birthdays, and just when you're leveling up, you have to book a doctor. The insurance portal crashes, they put you on hold, your doctor doesn't take your plan, game over. We see you, so we made booking a doctor easy. Download ZocDoc, search by specialty, insurance, and availability. Book instantly, no cheat codes required. Find a doctor you love with ZocDoc.